What up, this is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Netflix's new comedy talk show, Last One Standing. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you'd like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. First up, I would like to say thank you to Netflix for granting me the screeners to this entire new show. They've asked me to not spill spoilers, therefore this review is spoiler free. I repeat, there are no spoilers in this video review. Okay, if you thought that this show would be the equivalence of Last Comic Standing, well, not exactly. You see, Japan, a country that's famous for their wacky, inventive, crazy games, they never settle for just emulating something that already exists. And in the case of Last One Standing, this show is absolutely bizarre. Honest to God, half of the time, I don't always understand what's going on. This group of comedians sharing funny stories in the middle of a drama thriller is the weirdest thing I've seen all season, and yet I can't look away. This is basically an improv comedy mixed with a few unscripted scenarios plus an elimination process, so the result is an absurd, outlandish, mind-boggling hybrid that occasionally tickles your funny bone. Produced by Nobuyuki Sakuma, Last One Standing is a Japanese survival comedy talk show on which comedians engage in talk battles to move on to the next stage, starring in a thrilling drama. If their jokes don't land in the scenes, then they're off the show. Who will have the funniest story and who will be the last comedian standing? I think it would help if first you have always been a fan of the popular Japanese comedy duo Chidori. Daigo and Nobu are a laugh riot, and so if you are already familiar with their work, then that would help ease you into Last One Standing, knowing that at the very least, you can rely on those two to crack you up. Secondly, you gotta have patience, and you have to pay really close attention to these stories, because some of them can get lengthy, perhaps because these comedians like to hear the sound of their own voice. Now, not all of the punchlines are hilarious, some of them might fly over your head, so it is kinda cringy watching the host busting a gut over a joke that's just mild or mostly confusing. There is a pattern or a theme to their stories, by the way. For example, at one point, they'd share stories about their experiences auditioning for roles, and sometimes another character from the drama storyline would throw a wrench to that conversation by making them comment on the school rules or say something funny to prevent her from hurting herself. I know, it can get dark and strangely twisted, and many of the jokes are sex related, and the drama surrounding it is pretty violent. So trust me when I say that Last One Standing is not for everybody. American audiences specifically will have a hard time wrapping their heads around the format, let alone its brand of humor. My major criticism about this show, however, is that it's too much of a sausage fest. Last One Standing needs to feature more female comedians, and right now the ratio is not well balanced. Listen, I applaud and admire Last One Standing for its ingenuity and its creativity. They definitely think outside the box with this one. But overall, the show is too off the wall to have a broad appeal, and I'd be surprised if it resonates with audiences outside Japan.